loves, what's up? I hope you're having a good day so far, and welcome to the CareCollab video. And today I am teaming up with 3 other channels, which is Ninja Orchids, Karen's Orchids, and Gabriel Carson. Hopefully I pronounced it all correctly. So all of these channels are going to talk about the plant, which I will show you in a second. So all these videos will be released on the same day, and we all grow orchids in different environments, so hopefully across all 4 channels you can find some useful information that you can apply to your growing environment and your setup, and that might help you to grow this beautiful plant. And this CareCollab video is about Renanthera monachica. And here is my plant. It is quite small, so let me take it out of this decorative container. I got this from Renanthera back in October of 2020, so it's been 5 months since I had it. And all it's done is it grew this small little leaf, if you can see it right there. It grown that about 1 centimeter. So, it's not doing anything basically. And when I first got it, it had a pretty decent root system, and it still got the roots in the pot, and they all seem to be pretty healthy and still working. So at least it didn't die, which is positive. This pot seems quite wet, but I soaked my orchids about 3-4 days ago. So usually when I do that, it just takes a while for the media to dry out. And I think maybe what I'll do is I will take it out of this decorative container and just place it on a small saucer, so that it's got, it can actually use all these holes for this water to evaporate. I grow orchids in Scotland, and I grow them at home all year round because the weather is not very good for orchids. You can see right there how much this bush is moving because it's so windy right now, and it's raining as well, and it's pretty cold. And we basically have the same weather all year round. We have slightly better temperatures in summer, but nowhere near warm enough for orchids to grow outside. So they all grow right there. Sorry, let me figure this out. So I've got this shelf, you can see some lamps over there, and so it's different lamps from these ones. These are the LED lights, and these ones at the top, they are grow lights, so they should actually be better for plants, although they're not as bright as the ones below. And this monachica is actually living basically right there on this shelf. So it gets pretty bright light. Also these lamps below, they heat up this shelf up here. So actually when it sits on the shelf, it gets it almost like it's sitting on a heat mat, which we'll see if that's good or not. But it is a warm growing orchid, so I think it should actually enjoy having a bit of a warmer temperatures. So this Renanthera is a bandaceous orchid. It's very small, so if you like vandas but you don't have space for them, this one is the one to grow. And that's why I chose this as well, because it's much smaller than vanda. It can be grown in a pot where usually vandas, they don't like being in pots that much. Again, obviously depends on your environment, but what I found in my environment is that I struggle to dry out my pots usually. I've now changed my setup a little bit, so it's getting a bit better. But as you can see, this pot is still quite wet, so you can see it's full of holes. I do these holes myself, so I just buy a pot just a transparent pot with no holes. It will just have some drainage holes at the bottom, and then I just take a screw and heat it up and just poke the holes through, and that's it. That's all I do, and it's pretty easy, quite quick to do. So sometimes I would buy 10 pots and just do them all at once, so it's all ready. If I need to pot a plant, I've got it all ready. So yeah, I got this plant from Schwerter Orchid Nursery in Germany, and that was a part of an order where I got 6 orchids in total. And although it is a small plant, as you can see, I think these monachicas can get bigger than that. So I don't think it reached its kind of full potential, and as you can see as well, these leaves are getting bigger. So this leaf here went up to there, and then this leaf is now bigger than that, and then this leaf, it's kind of now the same size as the one below. So I don't know if it's maybe now reached the size of what it will be, or if it maybe just had some stress, while it was growing this leaf and it just stopped. So it could be either way. We'll see what this leaf is showing us. So it is now fairly high. I staked this orchid here as well because it's a bit interesting the way it's growing, because it's got kind of a big root, which it kind of goes from here and it goes this way. So if I don't stake the plant, then it just kind of sits like that on the side. So I staked it so it can sit upright, which seems to be working at the moment. But yeah, I don't let this plant to dry out too much, and I give it fertilizer every watering. Let me just check my notes as well. Basically this plant really likes high light, so because it's a bandaceous orchid and vandas love a lot of light, this one will also enjoy a lot of light, so that's why I'm kind of keeping in the shelf where it's got quite a lot of it's very bright spot. It's a warm grower as well, that's why I'm trying to kind of keep it in this warmer spot as well above those lights to see if it will like that. But yeah, it's very hard for me to say what it likes exactly, because as I said, it's not really doing much for me right now. It's it's got the roots that are not failing, which is a bonus. It's very slowly growing this leaf, very slowly. I mean, if it took 5 months to grow like 1 centimeter, how long will it take for it to grow it in full? It's gonna be ages. But maybe it will start picking up. It's maybe just trying to acclimatize to my environment and this to the media, and everything around it. And maybe once it kind of figures it out, it will just take off later on, so we can follow the progress as we go. And I'll give you regular updates about this plant. But yeah, for now it's not really doing much, but I'm happy that it's not failing either. The leaves are very fleshy and quite thick. It's almost like, I mean, I couldn't bend it at all. They are so hard. And it's, they're not shriveling up. You can see this leaf is slightly bent, so it looks like it had damage. I don't know if it's damage from the shipping or if it had that before, but I got it like that. But even this little tip, it hasn't even dried up or failed. It's got this damage kind of, halfway through, but it's still functioning properly, the whole leaf. So, the fact that it's not failing or not dying, I think that's a good sign. And it maybe just needs a bit of time to just figure out what it needs to do and where it is, and, just keep growing later on. So, yeah, I really like this plant. It's so small. I am very into small plants. We'll see once it kind of grows more if it will, if it will have loads of leaves and it will be a tall plant. But that would be amazing if I managed to do that. I would be really happy with that. In terms of flowering, it's got amazing star-shaped flowers, very, very beautiful. They're kind of like red and orange spotty flowers. Definitely, you know, the ones that you would need to have in your collection. It's so beautiful. But how long it will take for this plant to to grow a flower spike could be a couple years. You know, I've seen other people's Renantheras that are a lot bigger than this, so and still haven't flowered. So you know, it might take a while, but we'll follow the process and we'll see how it does. And that's pretty much it for this video. And I will leave you the links to the other channels' videos down below in the description. Please go check them out, and hopefully between all four channels you'll find some useful information. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!